From a struggling actor with just $106 in his pocket to a global superstar with a jaw-dropping net worth of $400 million, his journey is nothing short of extraordinary. But how did he do it? And more importantly, where does all that money go? In today's video, we will take a look into his humble beginnings to his over-the-top lifestyle. Before we get started, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, Infinite Lux. Born with partial facial paralysis, Stallone faced countless challenges and setbacks on his path to stardom. In the early days of his career, he was scraping by in New York City, cleaning zoo cages, working as a theater usher, and even participating in an experimental film just to make ends meet. At one point, things got so tough that he had to sell his beloved dog for a mere $50 just to put food on the table. But despite the odds stacked against him, Stallone never gave up on his dream. Stallone's big break came in 1976 with a little movie called Rocky. Not only did he star in the film, but he also wrote the screenplay himself, earning a modest upfront salary of $35,000. But when Rocky hit theaters, it quickly became a cultural phenomenon, grossing over $225 million at the box office and launching Stallone into the stratosphere of the Hollywood elite. With his contract guaranteeing him 10 points on the back end, he ultimately earned around $2.5 million due to the film's massive success. The success of Rocky paved the way for Stallone to become one of the highest-paid action stars of the 1980s and 1990s. Rocky was just the beginning. Over the next few decades, Stallone would go on to star in some of the most iconic action movies of all time, including the Rambo franchise, Cliffhanger, Cobra, and The Expendables. And with each new blockbuster, his paychecks just kept getting bigger and bigger. Between 1970 and 2012 alone, Stallone raked in a staggering $300 million in salary. Some of his most notable paydays include $7 million for First Blood in 1982, $16 million for Rambo 3, and $15 million for The Expendables 3 in 2014. It's no wonder he's one of the richest actors in the world. Stallone isn't just an actor, he's also a savvy businessman. In addition to his film career, he's launched a number of successful ventures over the years, including his own production company, Balboa Productions, which has produced hit movies like Rambo, Last Blood, and Samaritan. He's also got his own clothing line inspired by his iconic characters Rocky and Rambo, and alongside Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Demi Moore, he helped to launch the restaurant chain Planet Hollywood back in 1991. And who could forget his short-lived attempt at creating a pudding empire called InStone? Maybe that one didn't quite pan out, but you got to admire the guy's hustle. Sylvester Stallone, who has an estimated $400 million in wealth, was once one of the highest paid actors in his heyday. But that doesn't mean he squandered all of it on castles and boats. He is a passionate automobile enthusiast when he isn't acting. He's got one of the most impressive car collections in Hollywood. We're talking about a $1.7 million Bugatti Veyron, a $250,000 Bentley Continental GTC, and a $330,000 Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano that has been specifically modified by Mansory with the steering wheel and body made in exposed carbon fiber. A huge 6.0-liter V12 engine that generates an insane 612 horsepower and 448 pound-foot of torque powers the Fiorano. Stallone owns a 5th-generation Mustang GT that was specially manufactured and painted. With its red and black paint job, original art, and custom wheels, Stallone's convertible Mustang is a stunning sight. A Rolls-Royce Phantom driven by Stallone around Hollywood comes to mind when we talk of luxury. A potent 6.7-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine that generates 453 horsepower, 531 pound-foot of torque, powers this massive land yacht. And instead of having a chauffeur drive him around town, Stallone is seen driving the car around Hollywood himself. Apart from sports cars and supercars, Sylvester Stallone also adores hot rods. He is a huge lover of the Ford Highboy and has a 1932 Highboy hot rod in his collection and a whole bunch of other drool-worthy rides. And let's not forget about his customized Cadillac Escalade, which set him back a cool $400,000. But for Sly, that's just pocket change. When he's not cruising around in his fleet of luxury cars, Stallone likes to unwind at one of his many fabulous properties around the world. There's his neoclassical style villa in Miami, which he bought for $8 million in 1993 and sold for $16.2 million just 6 years later. Then there's his waterfront property on Lake Sherwood in California, which he picked up for $4.85 million in 2008, and his sprawling estate in La Quinta, which he sold at a loss in 2020 for $4.5 million. But his crown jewel has got to be his Beverly Park mansion in Los Angeles, a 15,000 square foot palace that's worth a staggering $10 million. You might be thinking, wow, this guy really likes to spend money on himself. Stallone is also a big believer in giving back. Over the years, he's raised millions of dollars for various charities and causes, including $100,000 for the Canadian Diabetes Association through an auction of Rocky props, and countless more for organizations like the Pediatric Epilepsy Project and UNICEF. He may be one of the richest guys in Hollywood, but he's got a heart of gold to match. No discussion of Stallone's wealth would be complete without mentioning his jaw-dropping watch collection. From his $20,000 yellow gold Rolex Submariner to his $7,500 18-karat white gold Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi, the man knows how to accessorize. He's also got a thing for Panerai pieces and a sleek IWC Pilot that'll set you back a cool $4,500. And when he's not rocking a timepiece worth more than most people's cars, Stallone is jetting off on luxury vacations around the world, often on his very own Gulfstream jet that he scored as part of his $12 million payday for Rambo 3. Perhaps the most incredible symbol of Stallone's success is the life-size statue of himself that he commissioned. That's right, the man has his very own statue. That was the incredible story of Sylvester Stallone's rise from humble beginnings to Hollywood royalty. With a net worth of $400 million, a string of iconic roles, and a legacy that will live on for generations, Sly is proof that with hard work, determination, and a little bit of luck, anyone can achieve their dreams. From his early struggles to his lavish lifestyle, his impact on the film industry is truly remarkable. So if you're feeling inspired by Stallone's journey, remember to keep pushing forward, no matter the odds. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be making a video about your own success story. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Stallone's life and career, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our channel, Infinite Lux, for more behind-the-scenes looks at your favorite celebrities.